Hey guys, what's up? Josh here. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing on the DOS HT21 from Rivers Archery. I do need to let you guys know right away, I am sponsored by Rivers Archery, but here's the thing about this. This was not given to me, this was not gifted, or no for a review or anything. I paid for this bow with my own money. I am also going to pair the DOS HT21 with the 3K limbs, the DOS 3K limbs. It's all here in this package. This is the original package. I haven't broken the seal yet. So pretty much this is how it's going to come from the store. Also in this video I am going to be showing some TTT strings. I am sponsored by them. I paid for this string too. Not because it's the cheapest, but because it's the best in my opinion. They're on all my bows and they'll continue to be on my bows. So let's go ahead and jump right on in it. Alright, so we're not going to go into specifics about the bow itself. What I'm going to do is just pretty much show you what it looks like straight out of the box, packaging, the whole 9 yards. So I did order this bow and I actually received it within I think 2 days of actually ordering it, so it was really quick shipping. Alrighty, so here we go, let's check it out. Oh, maybe not. That's good, it's reinforced, huh? So, there you go. Alright. So, in a box is another box. And we're going to continue to keep opening. Pretty nice. So it doesn't come undone in there. Alright. So, right out of the gate, got the 3K limbs. I'll set that to the side. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe it's on the bow. I was about to say it looks like I lost something, but it's probably still on the bow. And if so, that's going to be a great perk. Because they put it on there for me and I didn't have to. So, man, packaging is pretty nice. It looks like it's got about 3 or 4 different shells on it, so that's nice. The DOS bow manual there. It's pretty cool. It comes with a fleece bow sock. Seems pretty heavy duty. And before we get into that, it feels like there's something like Allen wrenches. Doing this on the wife's counter, so I got to be quick before she realizes what I'm doing. She's gonna come running down here. I'm doing it in the kitchen because the den's not really set up for a table. Alrighty. So it does look like they went ahead and put the extra low grip on there for me. They just went ahead and sent the package for it as well. Right out of the gate, everything looks to be there. It looks like they went ahead and put the Velcro on there for me as well. The side plate. So the bow packaging itself is really nice. I will say something right now. I don't know if I can get this on camera for you guys, but it looks like I'm having a little bit of, I don't know if that's just something that can be rubbed off. It looks like it's coming off. Okay, so it's coming off, it just needs to be cleaned, so note that. Of course it is brass, so it's not surprising to me that it's got some smudges on it. All in all, the DOS looks pretty clean. Sitting here looking at the plates and everything else. Pretty much, it's just the brass that just has smudges. But as far as the packaging itself, man, it's pretty good and packaged for the DOS. If you heard some hacking in the back, that's my old Great Dane. That's Cletus. He's on the couch back there. He's just chilling. He's an old dude. He's like 9, 10. He's a cool cat. Alright. So let's go ahead and jump right in on the 3K limbs here. It's nice they have their own package here, each individual sleeve, I should say. Velcro, and well, those are nice looking. Okay. Okay, the limbs look great. I'm not seeing any scratches, cracks, etc. Alright, that one's looking pretty nice. I really didn't expect it to come with the bow sleeve and the sleeves themselves. But then again, I need to also say that I'm not an ILF dude. This is a whole different ball game for me. I've set up a couple here and there, so I'm still like referencing out to people. I gotta ask people, hey, what do I do with this or that? You know, I'm strictly a longbow guy. I shoot wooden longbows with wooden arrows. So this is just something new. I'm just dipping my feet, trying to get my feet wet, you know, and just learn more about what the sport has to offer. So this is all a learning curve for me. Looks like it does have a little blemish right here on the tip, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. Let's see if I can get that for you guys here. Just a little scratch right there. Looks like a defect in paint, to be honest with you. Just in the, I think that's phenolic. I don't know what type of limb tip that is, but it looks like just a very light brush. Nothing to be concerned about, just cosmetic. Just looks only, so. Alrighty, so I guess what I'm gonna do now is try to put it together and string it up and go see if I got some arrows that are tuned for it. So I have a pretty good idea on what I'm gonna do arrow-wise. I do have some Black Eagle Vintage 340s or 350s. Or one of the two. I think they might be 350s. But I'm going to try to pair them with this. And then I'm going to, on my string, TTT here, I went ahead and opened it up. I wanted to check it out. I do have a endless loop here. And I went ahead and figured I'd get 3 different nocks here. One for just like a regular gap, and then I got an extra one down here for like a fixed crawl. So I'm going to try this fixed crawl out, see what the buzz is about, see how loud it makes my bow, and pretty much just go from there. I do have the Dyna puffs on it. Why? I don't know. I just always had puffs. So, alright, let's go ahead and put it all together and run outside and see if we can't get it tuned. Alright guys, we're outside now. We got the DOS all set up. Got it pretty much cleaned up. It was just a little bit of dirt from the manufacturer, I'm assuming. Did end up shooting in the string a little bit, so the Dyna puffs puffed out really nice and neat. I only had to add like 1 or 2 twists to the string. It was pretty close. Nock height was great. The fixed crawl I did have to adjust a little bit, obviously because it varies from shooter to shooter. Originally I thought 350s were going to fly good with a heavier tip. I wasn't getting good arrow flight, so I ended up settling with some Black Eagle Vintage 400s. They have 175 grains up front, and I'm getting pretty good arrow flight from it. So gonna go ahead and shoot 3 with my gap straight up against the top 2 nocks, and then turn around and shoot 3 more with the fixed crawl. So hopefully we can get some good audio for you guys. Alright guys, we're at 20 yards here. Gonna go ahead and shoot our first 3 using the gap. Hopefully we can get you some good audio. Well, that's quiet for a recurve. Let's go check it out. Alright, so the first 3 are in. Gonna go ahead and do a fixed crawl now. And I'm not sure if I'm completely on with my fixed crawl. I don't shoot it a lot. But as long as I make 3 good solid shots, that's all I care about. Like I said, just trying to see if there's a big difference in it. So let's go ahead and send them. Wasn't really a great shot, but still works. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and watch the footage myself before I come to my final conclusions, because I want to see if there's a difference in it. Originally, it's not as loud as I thought it would be, so actually quite impressed, and it still put some pretty good speeds on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We'll go inside and give our final thoughts on the bow. All right, guys, we're inside now, and I went ahead and took like another 10 or 20 shots before I came in, just because I was having fun with the fixed crawl. And I'll tell you that after about 4 shots, I started hearing a little bit of a rattle. And I was wondering what it was, and I started plucking the string, and I honed in and found that there's an Allen screw here, and it was starting to come a little loose. So I went ahead, snugged it up a little bit, and then I didn't have any problems. Another 4 or 5 shots, heard the same rattle. And this time it was on the bottom limb. So I went ahead and double checked the bow all the way over. Nothing else came loose. It was just those 2 little Allen screws. So I would just recommend that if you do get your bow and they set it up for you, just go ahead and just double check. It's never going to hurt you to double check. But it could if you don't. So with that being said, the bow was a pleasure to shoot. I really did enjoy it. It's different. Like I said, I'm not an ILF guy. I shoot a ton of longbows. So this was kind of out of my comfort zone. But it was a good experience. I can't really recommend this bow over different bows because it's just not fair. I have no idea how this bow stacks up against, say, Hoyt or the WF21, but I've had a ton of people recommend this bow, and it was actually, it was a good experience for my first time. And it was matched with the DOS 3K limbs. These are 45-pound limbs, but I've backed it out a little bit and to tune with my arrows, and it's about the same as my longbows, 44 at 29. So that was really nice. I would like to go ahead and purchase the AccuTune to get the shelf out a little bit more, because I do like to camp my bow, and it's just a little bit of extra clearance. So I would like to get that, and I'd also like to get the plates. There's like a 13-ounce plate, another 11-ounce plate that you can put on the sides or anything like that. I'd really like to do that just to get it to balance a little bit better. The bow is pretty heavy. I mean, there's a lot of mass in this bow, so I think that really adds to the forgiveness and the accuracy on it, to where if you do group, you're going to be a little bit more accurate than something that has less mass. All in all, I am pleased with it. I will say one thing. I talked to Cody Greenwood, and he made a very good point. And you can actually watch his video too. He does the DOS versus the ILF. And for the DOS setup, if you are trying to get a little bit quieter, they have a rubber plate where the limb meets the bottom bracket here. So it acts kind of as a dampener, I would say. So you can get a little quieter there. You can get a little bit quieter by adding, the Velcro behind the limbs there, and also using a heavier arrow. So there's a few things you can do to get a little bit quieter. The speeds on this was actually really nice. It did fling them with authority, so that's a good plus. The DOS 3K limbs, it came to me, recommended to me by like 3 or 4 different guys that are relatively big names in the archery world. So thanks guys for the recommendation. All in all, it was a pleasure to shoot. I hope that I can get a little bit more experience with it before I can really dive in and tell you guys my absolute thoughts on it and what I could see to be improved, not improved. But once again, not an ILF guy, just dipping my toes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys would leave a comment and tell me what you guys would like to see, what I can do to kind of get a better experience for you guys. And I hope that you guys have a blessed 2021 the rest of the year. And if you're going out hunting, good luck. So you guys take it easy.